Hi, I'm Michelle.
I'm Charlotte.
And welcome to
Our World of Wonders.
We did it!
We did it right this time.
We decided that we're going to do a Cobourg episode. And we're just doing a photo run just to find, are there any places that we do need to investigate closer?
Taking lots of pictures, and we'll have to see what shows up on the computers, of course. It's too hard to tell on the camera screen, but yeah, there's a number of different places we're investigating. We're at the Victoria Hall right now, in the back of Victoria Hall. Lots of old buildings, lots of old windows and doors and dormers. And
Well, here we'll just take a little peek here where we can see. Way up, I can't see what I'm shooting at. There we go. Very interesting little, like, cove. There's a little fountain. There's the fire hall.
windows and
We've been actually curious about that upstairs window up here,
it looks like it's boarded over or something,
but
it's hard to tell. Unfortunately, we can't get into a lot of these buildings, so we have to kind of
here we're gonna have to put it up where
take our shots from the outside and maybe come back on another day when maybe they're open. When the Victoria Hall is open and when the museum down at the barracks is open.
So we've taken pictures of the Calcut place, which I will explain when we show the pictures. The barracks, which is part of that property. The fire hall. Victoria Hall. The little extra building over there. We're not quite sure how it's related, but all of them are to this area. We want to go to Cobourg Hospital.
It's an old abandoned hospital. That should be fun.
And maybe before, the sun's going down really quickly, so maybe before we leave, we might just stop by the jail and take a couple of quick pictures, see if we can find any orbs, any mist, any anomalies that'll bring us back and do some more investigating. I stopped at Tim Hortons on the way here, because Charlotte was working in Peterborough today, so it took her a little while to get back. And I had a very interesting chat with a little lad named Matt, and that's something that we'll talk about later, little tidbits that he gave me, which is like, yay. So let's continue and we'll show you what we found. Uh-oh, I can't hit the button.
Uh-oh. I'll edit that out.
Here we go. A little dark, we're in front of my house. Charlotte's...
Okay, so because you're hardly in the picture.
Oh, that's okay. They can hear me. So it's on the this is dash cam. So we're back from taking our photographs. Do you want to we went to
we went to Cobourg. Got some hopefully some really good pictures there. No, we did go to Victoria Hall. We didn't get very good pictures there because it's seniors' residence now, and we didn't want to freak people out by taking a whole bunch of pictures outside their windows.
Now it's interesting because your sister and grandmother had experiences there.
Well, yeah, my grandmother, she worked there as a nurse. This is back in the 1950s, 1960s. And at one point, it used to be what happened?
Oh, it's just the sensor light went out.
Okay.
That's okay.
We look a little bit dull, but okay. It used to be a college, and then it was a mental hospital, and my grandmother was a nurse there. And she, one night when she was doing her rounds, she looked into her room, she saw a desk with a man sitting at it, where there should be no desk and no man. So that obviously was something that was probably dating back to the college days of that hospital. And for a while after that, it was doctor's suites, and my sister was in there. Her doctor was in there. She was in the waiting room, and apparently what happened is a doorknob on one of the doors leading off the waiting room, wherever it went, started like shaking, like so faster than a person could turn it. And I guess everybody in the waiting room just kind of sat there and stared at it. Everybody was too freaked out to go up and to open the door and see what might be in there. So there's been a couple of things, and I've heard other stories too about that place being haunted. The trouble is, like I say now, as a senior's home, you can't just walk in and start taking pictures. So that is a little bit of an issue, but
We took pictures from behind the college looking back, but it was dark enough that our cameras were having trouble focusing on anything. And we went to, after that, we did something that I've never done before. That sounds really nasty, doesn't it? We was at Union Cemetery.
yes.
And I've been in a cemetery dusk, but not pitch black.
Yeah, that was creepy.
And now the reason we went today was because Charlotte's sister had another.
Yeah, she said that she was in there with her husband, and she got this like feeling of hair standing up on her arms and all over her body, and then all of a sudden she didn't say anything, and then all of a sudden her husband slammed on the brakes and was like, "Oh my God, what's that?" And apparently he saw a figure, a woman like with a gray gown or robe or something. So we were kind of going in there in the same spot, hoping we might pick something up. You got some orbs. I don't know whether
it definitely looked like orbs, but like you say, the screen is small enough that we're going to have to blow it up to check.
Yeah.
But at least 3 different locations. One picture I think had 2 orbs. One had 1. Lots of reflections off of stones. At first, I'm like, oh my God, look at this. And then I thought, it's reflection. But very creepy feelings.
Yeah.
Like, there was definitely more than just us there.
Yeah, I mean, I got that feeling of like the hair standing up on the back of my neck just as we were getting out of the car. And it's too hot outside for it to be like a chill, because it's like 1,000,000 degrees and humid. So, I mean, there's no way it could be just like, cold evening breeze or anything. So it was creepy.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get a look at the jail, the old jail, Cobourg Jail photographs. We were taking pictures. We just parked in the parking lot. That could be my John.
Get by.
Oh, he might want in here. I don't know if it's my John or not.
Do you think it is? Looks like it might be. Is it?
Just a sec. Okay.
Dashboard cam.
There we go.
There we are. I got to get down on the seat so that we can
I'm
actually.
in the light.
You're actually in the picture.
That's Mr. DeMille. I'll take my close up now. No. So we went into the parking lot of where the restaurant and the inn is, and we thought we'd just take a couple of like quick little like pictures to see if we get any orbs or anything unusual. And a gentleman comes up to us. And he's like, "Oh, if you ladies would like to go into the back, there's a garden in the back." And we're like, "Oh, that's like around behind the building in like a real secret area." And we're taking pictures in the windows. You can see the bars. It's like very exciting. When we got into the behind, something in the middle was getting my attention. So I thought, I'm going to take a picture in this window. Suddenly, it was like my throat was being clenched off. I was having a really hard time breathing, and I'm like, "Charlotte, like, I gotta get out of here. There's something going on." And I think maybe it was where the gallows may have been. I don't know. We'll have to do some information.
Yeah, we're not sure, but I think that's where they were,
and you
but
were
I don't know for sure.
Getting interested in a little door off to the side, and don't you start to cough?
Oh, yeah, I'm coughing
Oh,
too.
my gosh,
yeah.
I'm starting to feel it. So, and it lasted, after we had left, like it wasn't the initial really strong, kind of scary, almost like an asthma attack and I'm in my head knowing you're sensing this is not happening to you, you're breathing, you're fine. But it was very uncomfortable, and especially in the edge along here was like very strong. I can still feel it a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see in that where I got the urge to take the picture. Is there anything in that picture?
Well, yeah, they'll be interesting. Yeah, because I took some pictures in there too, of the windows, and
you can see like the bars in the windows. Like it's hard to tell with the cameras whether they picked up anything because it's so dark, and the reflection on the glass is making it so you can't really see in. But it was really nice of this guy to come out at the exact right time to say, "Oh, you girls just go through,
look through." Yeah,
and
we covered a lot of ground tonight.
We did,
really, yeah.
And I don't know how we're going to present it exactly. We're going to have to look through dozens of photographs.
Yeah, I probably took over 100. So
yeah,
I mean, some of them didn't turn out. Some of them are too dark. my camera doesn't focus after it gets to a certain dark. It won't focus on anything unless it's like really close.
Yeah. So we discussed how I was talking with my son about maybe doing a slideshow. So maybe you'll have our intro and our conclusion at the end, which will be this.
Yeah.
And maybe just a series of photographs.
That would be, yeah.
I think it would be a nice way to do it.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to have
Now, can you,
hours.
yeah.
Hours and hours.
Well, that's right.
But very interesting night. And so many locations in Cobourg that we didn't go to.
Well, that's right. Yeah, there's lots more. And unfortunately, a lot of them are private homes, and well, even tonight, a lot of the buildings, well, most of the buildings, all of the buildings we couldn't go into.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody wants to come down here.
No, I think they're going in or turning around. No, we're good. We're good. Don't worry. There's enough room.
I have to edit that little piece out.
We'll let it in. It's like,
We're right in the middle of a driveway.
You know,
at 9:30 at night. So
stuff happens, and you know what I mean. But it's interesting that we had feelings and being drawn to certain parts in each place. Even like the cemetery was very strong, and I have to admit, really creepy.
Oh yeah, it was creepy. Yeah,
unnerving almost.
Yeah, it was.
I think not being able to see where you can walk, and then you step into a dip and you get that, I'm going down. Yeah. It's like, you can see that hand coming up and pulling you down. It's like, yeah, Carrie moment. No, you know, it's like, no. But we're going to have to do a lot of dowsing too. Everywhere we went could probably use a healing.
Yeah.
Absolutely everywhere, because you've got so many incidences of people at the jail, and there was
hospitals,
the hospitals, mental patients, like people that probably don't know they're dead, but like there's we may just have to do like general healing, go to the light, but do it in a very general way. It's unless we've got orbs or people that are physically there and asking for help, like in the photographs, but it's hard to say.
It is, yeah.
But really great night.
Yeah.
Busy night. We'll see what happens. So I'm Michelle.
I'm Charlotte.
And we'd like to know what makes you say,
wow.
You always have to giggle.